Well, Fort Valley State University has been in existence since 1895. So math says that it's been about 115 and a half, maybe 116 years. And in those years, we have turned out some of the greatest leaders. Our current president is a graduate of Fort Valley State University. His wife is a graduate of Fort Valley State University. Dr. Tommy Dortch, the chairman of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, is a graduate of Fort Valley State University. Calvin Smyrie and so many other people are graduates of Fort Valley State University. So that goes to show that this university has leaders, this university has excellence on this campus. And one of the things that I want to do is make sure that we cultivate the excellence and the leadership that is here. I believe that leadership should be done with at least one hand out, and that means so that anybody else can be able to reach into your hand and pick something that you have in order to help themselves, or they can hold on to your hand and you help them along through the process. I think one of the things that I said to our winners yesterday in our meeting right after elections was over, I told them that they should find at least one person who wants to walk in their shoes next year. Business manager, chief justice, assistant secretary, director of public relations, it doesn't matter what it is. You should find at least one person who wants to walk in your shoes, because when this year is over, it's only 365 days. I'll only be the president once. So when this year is over, there should be someone, there should be a group of people who is ready to take on the reins and take this university to higher heights. I want to have more forums, not just about relationships and all of that, because that's good, but we need to have forums about telling people the benefits of going to grad school, the benefits of preparing yourself for the next step long before you get there. You know, more leadership forums, leadership institutes. One of the things that I'm working on now with Mr. Bird and Miss Annette Johnson is to create a leadership summit that will be in place every year for the student leadership, from SGA president to Mr. Fort Valley and everybody else in between, to be able to go and to bond and to work together. Because the most important thing in leadership is relationships. If you don't have good relationships with people, then your leadership initiatives will not go any further than the front door. So I think that when you establish those positive relationships with people and you work together, then you will be able to get things done, to be able to see the greater picture and the new day in Fort Valley State University that we want to see.
Now, if you can deliver one final message to the student body to wrap up your election season and to start off and kick off the new upcoming year, what would that message be? The
first thing I would say is thank you. When I got here in August of 2008, I ran for freshman class president and I won. I was the executive assistant to the SGA president my sophomore year. And then following my tenure in that position, I ran for SGA vice president and I won. And then when I made the decision and the announcement that I was going to run for SGA president, the student body made the compliment of saying, he deserves it. Let's not put anyone against him. So I appreciate that. And I promise you that your decision to support me as your SGA president-elect 2011, 2012 will not be in vain. I will do everything that I can to make sure that these are the days, the best days of your life, because at the end of the day you will be an alumni and we need you to come back in the future and to deposit money into Fort Valley State University's bank account. And I want you to remember, when you're writing that check for $10,000 or $20,000 10 or 20 years from now, I want you to remember Dominique Vidal Nichols made my life at Fort Valley State University one of the greatest times that I've ever experienced. So I'm willing to continue to support the students at the university that I once attended. And also, I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be yourself, and I want you to stay focused, because yes, it's good to have all of the parties and all of the fun, but at the end of the day, your main goal is to be an alumni of the Fort Valley State University. I look forward to seeing you in the fall, and I really hope that you have a Wildcat Day.